Okay, hi, this is Nick J. Barrett from videotricksblog.com. Now, we're here today because I want to show you an exercise as to why there's such a problem with most cameras today, mid-range to low-range HD cameras, only having an automatic exposure override. And at the moment we're shooting this on the Logitech 9000 quickcam, which is the only high-end webcam. Well, it's not the only high-end webcam, but it's a very good webcam that still has the manual override, so it kind of knocks spots off your HD camera. So let's just walk into the space in question. So basically what we're doing here now is we're in an underpass, if you will, and here's a kind of a sort of regular issue. Okay, let's say I want to film in here, and I want to get a little bit more light on my face. I'm just going to move across a bit because there's a car about to come. So let's say I want to get a little bit more light on my face because we're in darkness. Now at the moment I'm on a manual setting, which means that I have my laptop here, as you can see, and I'm holding that. Basically you can get somebody else to hold this behind the camera and kind of ride the levels as I kind of walk backwards as I'm walking and talking. So here we probably want to get a little bit more light on the face. Just move that up a bit. And that's fine. The background is overexposed. As you can see, the background is now overexposed, but it's still acceptably overexposed. You know, it doesn't look unnatural. If I kind of cover this area here, you've got a bit of green there, so if I cover that so it's all white behind me, then, you know, that looks pretty natural, and I can get away with this amount of light on my face, which is just coming from me being just a couple of feet from the edge of the underpass. So basically that's what it's going to do on the automatic. Now if we turn round, so that's what it looks like with a manual override. And if this was news, if this was a one-off situation where it didn't really matter about the exposure, we just wanted to see what was going on, you know, something like that, if it was like an interview or a one-off situation with a politician or somebody in the government or an official, you know, you could probably get away with that. Obviously if it was drama, where you've got more time to deal with it, that's not going to really be effective against here. You know, that's probably not a bad amount of light on me to have a kind of a natural look. You know, maybe I'm sort of stood here and I'm sort of waiting for somebody here. Then you could probably get away with that. If you want to put a bit more light on the face, you could obviously just bring it up a bit, probably to about there, and you get away with that. But that's what a manual exposure allows you to do. Now we're going to have a look at what a automatic exposure enables you to do. So now I'm going to flip on the same camera to automatic, and we're going to see what happens. Just going to leave as cars leaving. Now if I go to automatic here, now I'm just playing with the controls here. Very simple. There's the exposure control there, well there's the gain control. And there's the exposure control there. and then you've just got different options on the Logitech. You've got focus, manual or automatic. You've got sound, as you can see there. Use auto exposure. Right, okay. Now we're on the automatic. Okay, the automatic actually isn't bad for here. That's not bad at all, but if we move out into a more volatile, now you can see what happens, and there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do other than to get some extra lighting, which would make a difference in here because we are undercover, so I wouldn't need too much, but to get some extra lighting or a reflector, like a mirror out in the sun over here, reflecting back into the tunnel onto my face, just filling in this side of the face. And if there was any sunlight over there, I could also have a mirror coming back, giving a kind of a glow of light around the side of my head, so that it would bring me out from the background. But that's kind of, you know, that's not really giving me much of a chance. That's getting darker and darker. You know, it may be critical for the scene, for geographical reasons. We may want that pillar in the background, just there, and we may want me to be standing here. So, as you can see now, there's a bit of a problem. It basically is exposing for the brightest part of the area of the frame, and anything else that's not as bright gets pushed down. So all you can really do with an automatic exposure is to light up, is to light the dark areas back up. And because we're undercover here, you've got a chance of doing that. So if we now turn around and go down to here, the same thing again. Same thing again. I mean, certain shots, don't get me wrong, for dramatic purposes, that would be quite nice if you had a figure walking across the frame like that in silhouette. You know, that's very dramatic. But if it's an interview situation or drama where you want light on the face and you don't want it to be dark, then you know you're going to run into problems. This is basically my exercise, a little bit longer than I originally intended, on, well, to show you one of the problems of only having an automatic exposure on your medium end HD camera that you're going to go out and buy to use on your business. Videotricksblog.com, we do have videos. I will be doing videos on how to combat only having an automatic exposure, and one of those is using the Logitech 9000, which is what I'm using here now, which is a webcam, which is where you can see the quality of it. It shoots HD, it's got a Carl Zeiss lens on it, it's a wide angle lens, so you know, and I'm using it plugged into a laptop, as you can see. Somebody else can hold this laptop behind the camera, and they can adjust the levels as you do your pieces to camera like I'm doing now. So, that's it. I shall see you on another video. See ya.